10 historical events that changed the world. In the vast journey of humanity, there are moments that reshape our world forever. Events that alter the course of history, change societies, redefine human rights, or introduce innovations that elevate our lives. From revolutions and declarations of independence to groundbreaking inventions and social transformations, these moments have carved the paths that led us to where we are today. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into 10 historical events that changed the world, analyzing their origins, impacts, and lasting legacies. Each event on this list may be separated by years, cultures, and geographies, but they're united in their power to influence and shape our shared history. So let's begin our journey through time. Event 1. The invention of writing. Imagine a world without written language. Information could only be passed down verbally, meaning details and knowledge often changed or vanished over generations. Around 3400 BCE in ancient Sumer, people began to inscribe symbols onto clay tablets, giving birth to cuneiform, the earliest known writing system. This invention transformed humanity's ability to store, preserve, and share information. With writing, ideas, laws, trade records, and even stories could be recorded and preserved for future generations. Writing allowed for organized societies to develop, giving birth to literature, science, and complex administration. The preservation of knowledge in written form became the bedrock of civilization, marking a leap in human progress that has continued to shape every era that followed. Event 2. The rise of the Roman Empire. From a small city-state, Rome expanded into one of the greatest empires in history. The rise of the Roman Empire redefined governance, law, architecture, and military strategy. It introduced political concepts such as the Senate, checks and balances, and a structured legal system that influenced European and Western governance for centuries. At its peak, the empire spanned much of Europe, North Africa, and parts of Asia, bringing together a diversity of cultures under Roman law. Latin, the language of Rome, became the foundation for many modern European languages. The Roman Empire's engineering marvels like aqueducts and roads revolutionized infrastructure and left lasting legacies on cities and nations that would follow. Even after its fall, the Roman Empire's influence persisted, helping shape the Renaissance and Western civilization itself. Event 3. The spread of Islam. In the 7th century, a prophet named Muhammad began preaching in the Arabian Peninsula, establishing a faith and philosophy that would spread rapidly across the Middle East, North Africa, and beyond. Islam introduced new systems of law, governance, art, science, and philosophy, deeply influencing the regions it touched. Through the Golden Age of Islam, cities like Baghdad and Cairo became centers of learning, preserving and expanding on knowledge in fields such as mathematics, medicine, and astronomy. The transmission of Islamic knowledge played a key role in the development of the European Renaissance. Today, Islam remains one of the world's largest religions, with its philosophy, architecture, and scientific advancements leaving an enduring mark on the world. Event 4. The discovery of the Americas by Columbus. When Christopher Columbus set sail in 1492, his journey would connect two worlds that had been separated for millennia. Columbus's arrival in the Americas triggered the Columbian Exchange, an unprecedented exchange of plants, animals, cultures, and ideas between the Old and New worlds. The impact of this event was profound. European powers rushed to colonize the Americas, altering the social, political, and economic structures of both continents. The Americas provided Europe with vast new resources, accelerating trade and wealth that would fuel the Renaissance and the subsequent European dominance. But this discovery also led to centuries of conflict, colonization, and profound loss for indigenous populations, whose lives were forever altered. This discovery is a powerful reminder of how interconnected and irreversible the effects of global exploration can be. Event 5. The Industrial Revolution. In the mid-18th century, the Industrial Revolution began in Great Britain, transforming economies, societies, and everyday life in unprecedented ways. Innovations like the steam engine, mechanized textile production, and ironworking processes led to massive industrial growth. For the first time, people could produce goods on a large scale, and cities rapidly expanded as people left agricultural work for industrial jobs. The Industrial Revolution reshaped every aspect of society. It introduced mass production, urbanization, and complex economies that required new labor laws, changing family structures and daily life. While it increased wealth and technological advancements, it also led to stark social inequalities and environmental impacts that we still grapple with today. The Industrial Revolution marked the beginning of our modern, technology-driven world. Event 6. The American Revolution. The American Revolution was more than just a colonial rebellion. It was a bold experiment in governance and individual freedoms that resonated globally. After years of taxation without representation, American colonists declared their independence from Britain in 1776, sparking a revolution that would lead to the founding of the United States. The new nation introduced a democratic system with a constitution and a Bill of Rights, prioritizing freedoms and representation. These principles inspired revolutions and movements worldwide, from France to Latin America. The American Revolution not only birthed a nation but also introduced ideals of democracy and liberty that continue to shape modern governance. Event 7. The Abolition of Slavery, 19th century. The abolition of slavery was a hard-fought global movement spanning centuries, marked by acts of rebellion, abolitionist activism, and eventual legal emancipation. The transatlantic slave trade had forcibly displaced millions, creating profound suffering and shaping societies on every continent. As nations like Britain, the United States, Brazil, and others moved toward abolishing slavery, the world witnessed a profound shift in human rights. The abolitionist movement paved the way for future civil rights movements, showing that humanity could confront and change systemic injustices. It set a powerful precedent for the ongoing struggle for equality and human dignity. Event 8. World War II, 1939 to 1945. World War II was a global conflict of unprecedented scale, involving over 100 million people across 30 countries. The war changed the political landscape, led to the development of nuclear weapons, and brought awareness to the horrors of genocide. Following the defeat of the Axis powers, the world witnessed the formation of the United Nations, aimed at fostering peace and cooperation. The war also accelerated decolonization as former colonies demanded independence. It redefined global power structures, splitting the world into Cold War spheres dominated by the United States and the Soviet Union. World War II reshaped modern geopolitics and laid the foundation for global institutions and alliances that still influence international relations today. Event 9. The Moon Landing, 1969. On July 20th, 1969, the Apollo 11 mission landed humans on the moon for the first time, marking one of humanity's greatest achievements in exploration. This event was the culmination of the space race, a period of intense competition between the United States and the Soviet Union. Neil Armstrong's first steps on the lunar surface represented a monumental scientific, engineering, and inspirational achievement. The moon landing symbolized what humanity could achieve through determination and innovation. It inspired generations to look beyond our planet, sparking advancements in science, technology, and communication. It's a reminder of our potential for exploration and progress, and a testament to humanity's unending curiosity about the cosmos. Event 10. The creation of the Internet, late 20th century. Arguably one of the most transformative events in recent history, the creation of the Internet in the late 20th century redefined communication, information access, and global connectivity. What began as a small research project became a vast network connecting billions, fundamentally altering how we work, socialize, learn, and communicate. The Internet democratized information, allowing people worldwide to share ideas, cultures, and knowledge. It reshaped industries, economies, and even daily life, creating entirely new sectors and redefining what's possible in education, commerce, and social movements. As the Internet continues to evolve, it serves as a living example of humanity's interconnected potential and the future possibilities of technological advancement. Each of these events, from ancient times to the modern era, represents a milestone that has helped define who we are as a society. They remind us that history is constantly evolving, shaped by discoveries, movements, and moments that shift our perspective and push us forward. As we look back at these historical events, we see how interconnected our world is, and how each moment contributes to the larger story of humanity. The course of history may be unpredictable, but one thing is clear: our shared journey continues, and who knows what world-changing events lie just beyond the horizon.